can't rotate my phone while I'm recording. What? Since when can I not record or can I not do that? Oh, Facebook kills me. Killing me. Whoa, whoa. This is a great call so far. Hey, Brittany. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm trying to get my crap together over here. I had my phone turned horizontally, and for some reason Facebook won't let me turn my phone that way. So that's cool. So this is gonna look lovely on YouTube. I didn't know that. I don't know when they started that. Hey, Chelsea. Good morning. So excited to be in my new office. I finally have some things set up. I still have to hang my shelves back here with my awards and all that, but a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. We just finished, like completely finished all the trim and baseboards in here this past weekend. So all we have to do now is caulk it and paint it. And it's only like that side. Everything else is already done in here. Hey Miranda, hey Courtney, hey Hannah, thank you. Hey Veronica, hey Miranda. So many people, hey Bonnie. Thank you Chelsea. I knew somebody would ask about this shirt and I honestly have no idea where I got it. I think I got it like 2 years ago, so I don't know. Google leopard print pumpkin t-shirts. Hey Jennifer. Good morning! Who is ready to earn this fall incentive? I know I am. It is not optional for me to earn incentives. I've earned all the incentives and I'm not stopping. Incentive trips are life-changing. They're seriously life-changing. Like you can go to one place without Scentsy and you can go to that same place with Scentsy and it's a whole different experience. Like Disney World with Scentsy, unlike no other. But every incentive trip we've been on has been so special and just, you can't explain that feeling unless you go. It's just like Scentsy Family Reunion. You can't explain that feeling unless you go experience it yourself. But I am so excited to go over the incentive requirements with y'all. This month has been crazy, like such a slow start for me because Carson started back to school on last Thursday. That was his phase-in day, so he went with like 5 other classmates and that was it, and I got to walk him in. And then Friday, I was on the road like all day to take him to my mom's for the weekend. So then Sunday I went back to get him and and then he went back to school yesterday. So now he's back in school and I'm trying to adjust to a new routine after summer. And so it's just been a big thing. I know so many of y'all get it, but trying to get back into my routine, getting into a new routine because now his school hours are different from what his preschool hours were. So it's a whole adjustment, but he's doing so good. He's loving kindergarten and it's just, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. I'm not that mom that's like wallowing in sadness over it. Like, yes, he's getting big, but I'm more proud and excited for him than anything. So I say all that to say it's been a slower start to the month and I have not even looked, gonna be honest, at these incentive requirements. Mainly because for me, I just make sure I do all the things that are required for a successful business, and then that earns me the incentives. Like, I'm very intentional with how I work. I do high PRV, I party, whether it's a formal party or personal shopping links or whatever. I network, I recruit, and I work with my team members to help them promote and help them set goals. So if you're doing all those things, you're gonna earn these incentives. But it has to come with a plan. So we're gonna make our plans, and I'm gonna make my plan when this is over, and I will post a thread on our team page of me holding my plan, and then I'm gonna have all of you post your plan in that comment thread. So like I said, incentives are earned through being intentional, doing the right activities that are income producing activities, and belief. You have to have the belief that you're going to earn it before you can even move on to the making a plan and trying to figure out what you need to do to earn this incentive. If you don't have belief, if you are telling yourself you can't earn this incentive, that's the first problem. So you have to first get your mind right, get in the right mindset, get in an excited mindset, and get in a positive mindset of, I know I can do this. I don't care if you think you can't, you better tell yourself you can, because whatever you're telling yourself is what's going to happen. So you need to start feeding your mind with positive thoughts. I know it's hard. Our minds are not wired to automatically be positive. Our minds are wired to be automatically negative. We have, what is it, like 20,000 negative thoughts every day or something like that? I can't remember. It's a lot. Google it. You'll get the exact number. I don't know how they know that, but anyway. I know that my mind automatically will default to negative. Always has, always will, to an extent. But what I've learned is how to control those thoughts and how to flip them around. So for the most part now, I'm such an optimistic person. And when I joined Scentsy 8 years ago, I was the most negative person ever. And it was because of the people that I had surrounded myself with. So now I can be positive about every situation. I can find a positive in every single situation. I don't care what it is. There's a positive to everything. But you have to be in a positive mindset and tell yourself that you can do this. I believe in myself. If other people can earn this, I can earn this. And the newer you are, the more opportunity you have to earn this incentive. You have way more opportunity for more points than somebody like me, for example. I can't promote anymore. I'm the top title of the company. So I don't get promotion points. All of you who are certified through director even, you have so much opportunity for points. So we're gonna go over all the requirements. Another reason I haven't looked at this is because I know I'm an SSD, so we know things a little bit ahead of time, but I also know that, like, I looked at the overview of it and I know that it's basically exactly what it has always been. I know how the incentive trip layouts work. One thing I'm really excited about with this is the sponsoring points. I know a lot of people struggle with sponsoring points. The sponsoring points requirements with this incentive are insane. They've never done sponsoring points this low. So if you struggle with sponsoring, then this will help you make you feel a little bit better about it. But there are 4 trips to choose from this time, which is amazing. They've never done that in my 8 years with Scentsy that I've been earning these incentive trips. They've never done that, and I love that they did it because there's a lot of factors that goes into trips nowadays. Same reason why we couldn't go on the cruise. So that was pretty hard. It made it a little bit easier that we got to take the cash and use that for our Superstar Director Summit trip to Disney World. That's what we used our cash for. So that helped, but there is nothing like going on a Scentsy incentive trip. So if you can go on one of these trips, go. I'm telling you, go. It will change your life. So the trips, first of all, oh my gosh, why are you not staying up? I don't think I have my ring light tight enough. Hold on. What is happening? Yeah, I must not have it tight enough. Excuse my dogs, they're very loud on this hard floor. Okay, so we have in April the Western Caribbean cruise, which is, let's see, Port Canaveral to Coco Cay, with stops in Bahamas, Jamaica, and Haiti. And then in May, there is the Quebec City, Canada trip. In April and May is the New York City. And then June 18th to the 22nd is Cabo. So that is the one we're going for as of now. If cruise requirements change, I would much rather go on the Western Caribbean cruise just because we have never been to Jamaica or Bahamas. That's always been a place that I would love to go, both of those. We have been to Mexico with Scentsy. So if your dream trip is New York, go to New York. Also, if you earn level 1, you can go to Scentsy Family Reunion, all expenses paid. So that is going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm so pumped for that already. Like, as soon as I left SFR this year, I was ready for the next one because it has been way too long since we had in-person events, and SFR is just, it's life-changing. Let me turn this around and see if my ring light will get in the way. Absolutely it will. Let's see here. That works. Okay. So this is all in your incentives tab in your workstation. So at the top you have the information and a fun video to get you all hype, and then you've got your points requirements. So to go to Scentsy Family Reunion, all expenses paid, that's gonna be, or not all expenses paid, that's gonna be your Scentsy Family Reunion registration. So typically that is anywhere from like $250 to $300. You can earn that by getting 18,000 points, and no sponsoring points are required. So you could literally just earn that by selling. And you have 6 months to earn this. You have through January 31st to earn this incentive. It started August 1st. In this incentives tab also, you have a tracker, but we're gonna continue with this because my squirrel brain will take us all over the place. Earning a trip for one, and this is to the place of your choice. Now, top achievers do get to pick first, but you can go ahead and, you know, plan out the one or ones that you would love to go on. So earning a trip for one, you need 25,000 points, and that only includes 1,250 sponsoring points, which you can earn through 2 people promoting. So that is insane. And then level 3 is 45,000 points, and that only includes 2,500 sponsoring points. Again, that can be earned through like 3 people promoting. That's all you need for your required sponsoring points. So if you scroll, okay, so that tells you how to qualify down there, tells you the dates, all that, and then click on track your progress, and you're gonna have a tracker here. So this is gonna show you where you've earned points and where you're at. Apparently I already have 2,500 points, so that's exciting. And then you're gonna see right here, it'll tell you how many more points you need for the certain level. So like if this right here kind of confuses you, then just look at this right here, and then it's got your sponsoring points here and what level you have qualified for. And then you've got your breakdown down here. So you've got your PRV, you can click on that, and it says earn 1 point for every 1 PRV, PRV consistency. It's gonna explain each thing when you click on that, which is very, very helpful. And then like down here, when you have newly certified or team promotions, it's gonna break down and show you who those people are. Click on your little how to earn tab, and that's gonna show you all the details of how to earn. So this is the important part. You get 1 point for every 1 PRV. So that is every dollar you sell that is PRV, that counts as PRV. So any product cost, no shipping, no tax. And then you've got, oh, and this is very helpful. They are getting better and better at this stuff because we complain about things and tell them like, help, make this easier. So they put a star next to the ones that count toward required sponsoring points. That is a game changer for people who get super confused over this. I know for a long time I got confused over this. So you get, this is new, which I am obsessing over this. So I freaked out when they announced this because it's just so important to attend events. If you are all in and you are, you know, wanting to be involved in the Scentsy community and learn about the culture and of course grow your business and grow in your leadership if you're a leader, attending events is so important. So if you attend World Tour in person, which is typically in January and February, and these are a regional event, so it's like, you know, they'll go to 30, 40, 50 locations rather than Scentsy Family Reunion is in one location. So this is like a mini Scentsy Family Reunion. It's just a one-day thing and it's regional. So there's likely to be one within, you know, an hour or two of you. You get 500 freaking points for attending World Tour. That is a huge deal. They have never done that, and I'm very glad they've started rewarding that, because incentives are based on just rewarding the behaviors that you need to be doing in your business. They are rewarding you with a trip for working like you should, and that is what it is. So, you know, it's not about, I need to earn this trip and, you know, I need this person to promote so I can earn this trip. It's about, how can I help these people promote, and how can I help change people's lives so that I can be rewarded with a trip. The next thing, 2,500 points for PRV consistency. So you need 1,000 PRV per month, 5 out of the 6 months. It doesn't have to be consecutive, but if you get 1,000 or more, this isn't necessary. You don't have to have 1,000 or more. But if you have 1,000 or more PRV for 5 out of the 6 months, they're going to give you an extra 2,500 points. So say you do 2,000 PRV every month during the 6-month period, just as an example, because that gives you a $600 paycheck, and most people go for that because it's a monthly sales award bonus. If you did 2,000 PRV every single month of this incentive for 6 months, that is 12,000 PRV, plus you're going to get an extra 2,500 points on top of that. Now, personal promotions. Personal promotions. This is a huge, huge, huge deal right here. If you are an essential consultant, brand new consultant, haven't promoted to certified yet, or all the way up, you have an opportunity to get promotion points. You get all of these promotion points. So for example, if you are an essential consultant, brand new, when you promote to certified, you're gonna get 1,000 points. If you promote to lead, you're gonna get another 1,500 points. Promote to star, you get another 2,000 points. It adds up each time. Look at the points. The higher you go, the more points you get. Because obviously it's harder the higher you get. So they're gonna reward you with more points. That right there is huge points opportunities. This is what I'm talking about with people like me who can't get those points. Next thing right here, activity bonus. So this is for anyone lead or above. So once you've promoted to lead, once you're a leadership title, you must maintain the requirements every single month to be paid on your team. So how they do this now, they used to do paid at title. So if you were paid at your title, meaning you got all of the requirements it takes to promote to lead consultant, and then you remain a lead consultant and you continue to put in your 500 PRV, you have your 1 active frontline, and you have your 1,000 team wholesale volume. You're maintaining those things. Then that means you'd be paid at title. Now, currently they're rewarding you for getting paid at rank. What paid at rank means is, say you are a star consultant. Say you're a star consultant and you get paid at lead 1 month because you and your team only put in the requirements, only put in the requirements to be paid at lead, but your title is star. But your rank that month then becomes lead. So your rank and your title are not always going to be the same. The goal is for them to be the same. You want to be paid at title every single month. That is very, very, very important, because why would you want to promote and then not be paid all of your money? So if you're a star consultant and you're paid at lead consultant that month, lead consultant would be your rank. And so you would get 100 points for being paid at lead rank that month. Does that make sense? If y'all have questions as we go, leave them in the comments. So the goal is to, for example, promote to lead to get 1,500 points, and then you're gonna get your paid at rank points here on top of that, and then you're gonna promote to star and get another 2,000, and then you're gonna get your star consultant 300 a month, and so on and so on. That is the goal. Now, sponsor, oops, goodness gracious. I'm going crazy with this mouse today. Okay, 250 points. These are these right here, these three right here with the stars next to them are going to count as your sponsoring points. So remember, you need 1,250 to earn level 2, or you need 2,500 to earn level 3, which still blows my mind. Still blows my mind, but anyway, okay. 250 points for each frontline consultant that you sponsored before August 1st who promotes to certified for the first time during this period. So if you have somebody in your front line, meaning someone you have personally sponsored, they went to your PWS and clicked join. They joined before August. Lily, can you lay down? Your nails are so loud. She's looking at me like, oh no, I cannot lay down. If you have someone you sponsored prior to this earning period starting and they promote to certified for the first time, you're gonna get 250 points per person who does that. Then next to that, you get 1,000 points for each frontline that you sponsor between August 1st and January 31st who promotes to certified. So anyone you sponsor this month all the way to the end of January, if they promote to certified, that's 1,000 points. Then you get 1,000 points for each frontline who promotes to lead, star, superstar, or director for the first time. And this is another thing that they're being super generous on now. They used to not reward your frontline points. You got like points for them promoting to lead or star, I think is all it was. Nothing higher than that. So, or maybe superstar as well, but I know for sure they used to not reward director, which I'm so glad they changed that because I think that's a huge deal. Because when you're a leader, your goal is to promote out more directors under you. So that is the points system. Very, very simple, in my opinion. Do y'all have any questions about that? If you continue to scroll down, you've got start earning points. So this is going to give you ideas of how you can lay out your incentive plan. So like I said, an incentive is earned with intention and with planning. You're not just going to accidentally earn an incentive. Unless you are just killing it and doing all the things and hustling your little booty off, you might look up and earn one. I did. My first incentive, I did not know I earned. I didn't even know I was in an incentive period when I joined. But I was partying my little butt off. I was doing 2,000 PRV plus every month because I wanted that $600 to help pay bills. I was doing 8 to 10 parties a month. I was recruiting at least 2 people a month, and I was, that's the things you have to do to do this. So I was promoting because I was recruiting. Can I talk about reinstatements and how they apply? Yes, we will get to that for sure. There should be an FAQ that we're going to go over. Yeah. Okay. So here are examples of how you can make your plans. Just write it down on a sheet of paper, or if you have a dry erase board that you like to hang up or whatever. Write it somewhere where you can see it every single day and keep it in front of your face. Mine is going to go on my dry erase board that I put in my office, and I'm going to see it every single time I look right up here. So, examples of plans. So this is going to be like if you are starting at certified consultant, here's an example of how you could lay your plan out. And this is giving you way generous sponsoring points. Same with if your starting title is lead. Here's an example. They used to not do this either, and I'm so thankful they do this now because I know it can be confusing trying to figure out like where to even start when you're making a plan. So this helps so much. You can just take this idea and just tweak little things. And the order that this is in is the order you need to go in when you're making your plan. You have to plan around the things you can control first. For me, I know the PRV that I can do, and I know for sure that I'm going to have this. And if you have that mindset that you are going to earn this trip and that you are going to do whatever PRV and you are going to have that PRV consistency and you are going to have 20 sponsoring conversations a month to guarantee that you're going to get 2 new recruits a month, then you're going to earn this trip. You're going to make it happen. You're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen if you want these trips bad enough. And if you want to help people bad enough. That is what this is about. This business is about other people. It's about how we can bless other people, and we're rewarded with these trips in return. So starting title, director, star director. So why do they have 1,000 PRV as a standard for director, star director, and superstar director? That is not okay. That is not okay. If there's directors and star directors and superstar directors that are not willing to do 2,000 PRV a month, that's a problem. Okay, so there's that. Anyway, moving on. FAQ. Here we go. So this is in your workstation, remember. So you can access this at any time. Basically, let's see here. This is like if your title changed back to certified for any reason, re-promote, it should have every question that you could have. If not, support is open like 5 days a week from I don't know what time, but they're always there. Activity bonus points. So that kind of explains that rank thing. And then there's consistency points. No, it does not have to be consecutive. How do you earn required sponsoring points? Let's see. Can a new consultant earn the trip? Of course. Anybody can earn the trip. Points cannot be transferred from one consultant to another. If you qualify for the incentive trip 2023 but can't attend, you can choose to attend the trip for another region, space permitting, or you may choose Scentsy Family Reunion for your region as your trip. And see, if you earn level 2 or 3, and you end up using that for Scentsy Family Reunion, it's going to include more than just registration. It's still going to be an all expenses paid trip. So it's going to cover your registration, travel, hotel, all of that, and you get per diem, depending on what level you earn. So basically, it's like taking an incentive vacation, but you're opting for reunion. So it's all expenses paid. You get, like I said, you get registration, you get hotel, airfare, per diem, all that for these incentive trips. You're not going to come out of pocket one dime. Building your team. Can I receive sponsoring points for consultants who joined before? Yes, we already talked about that. There should also be, and here's like details about what's covered in the incentive trip, buying in guests, buy-in costs, like all that kind of stuff. Can you bring children? Let's see. It even has definitions down here, so awesome. Wait, where was, you asked about reinstatements, and normally that is on here, but I don't see that on here. Did I miss that? I'm assuming that since it's not in here, reinstatements are not going to qualify, but that is a question for support, because if it's not in here, I don't know the answer to it. Yes, Hannah, me too. 4,000 to 6,000 PRV. My minimum is 4,000, so Yes. We gonna sell some Scentsy this fall. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Like I said, this starts with belief. It takes commitment. It takes commitment to earn an incentive trip. If you're committed to your business, you're committing to serving people, you're committing to helping people promote, you'll earn the trip. If you're committed to earning this trip and you want it bad enough for you, your family, if you're doing the behaviors that it takes to earn these trips, your business is going to explode. And you're going to be like, what just happened? And this is the busiest time of year. So the fact that they do these incentives this busiest time of year makes it even better. So there is a tracker also. Oh, one more thing. Let me flip you back around. If you go to your track your progress tab, you're going to see right here, you can view your frontline's points. That way you can keep up with where your front line is at. If you have a front line that's getting close to earning a level, you can reach out to them and say, hey, you are so close to earning this incentive. Here's what you need to do. Do you have a plan? Because so many people are not even going to know they're in an incentive period or that they can earn this trip. They may not believe that they can earn it. And then you've got your printable tracker right here, which I haven't even looked at yet. Oh, cute. So here's that. So if you like to print things off and color them and make things all fun, then you can earn, or you can not earn, you can print this out and like color it along the way. So we're gonna print that. I like to do that. I like to have a visual. Like, even though I write everything down and like check off all my boxes and all that, I like to have I like to color. So I like to have something fun to color. You know what? Support is open. I could just ask them really quick if they know if reinstatements qualify, but I'm assuming no, just because it's not even on there as it's not even on there unless I read past it, but I read over it a couple of times and I didn't see it. Grab this tracker. So you've got your little start here, and it says, oh, you're talking about, okay, you're talking about if someone reinstated, can they still qualify for the incentive? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone, any consultant can earn this. It's one thing I love about Scentsy is they, from day one, have let everyone have, an opportunity to earn these trips. And I know there's companies out there who only leaders or certain titles can earn trips, and that's not okay with me. I'm waiting on them to see if they know the answer. Okay, so PRV points, you've got, like right here, it says PRV points 1,000. And it says stay on track by coloring in a section for each milestone. Color in a circle each time you earn 1,000 PRV. So this, one reason too why I love this, I know a lot of people, when you're setting your goals and making your plan for earning this trip, you're looking at that 25,000 or 45,000 points and you're like, that's a lot of points. Like, I've earned every incentive we've had offered to us, and I still look at that and think, holy crap, that's a lot of points. So Ooh. Okay, they said you will earn sponsoring points from reinstated, restored, and rolled up frontline consultants who roll up and then reach the titles above for the first time during the qualifying period. So usually it is like that, and that's why I was kind of like, where's that info? So if you have someone under you who has a team, who has a frontline, and that consultant goes inactive or loses their team members, that team member is going to roll up to you. You're going to become their sponsor. If that team member promotes, they'll count. If someone reinstates as your frontline and they promote, they count. So that's great. Awesome. Yay. Okay. Back to this. So you get back to what I was saying, you get overwhelmed with that plan. And that's why it's so important to break this down into a monthly plan. Once you have broken it down, and see, this is giving you like small increments, but even 1,000 is a lot. So you have to break that down. Like if your goal is to do, for example, 1,000 PRV each month, you gotta break that down into 250 each week. Otherwise, you're just gonna look at that and you're gonna think, that's too much. It's overwhelming. Do you think I set a goal of 4,000 to 6,000 PRV and can just look at that and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna follow up and do some networking and get my Scentsy Club orders, my 1,500 in Scentsy Club, and call it a day and be good. No. You have to make a plan and figure out exactly where those sales are going to come from. How many parties do I need? How much am I going to get from each party? How much do I need from follow-ups? How much am I going to get from Scentsy Club this month? You have to break it down into smaller goals. So anyway, this allows you to color 1,000 at a time, which is cool. And then you have your other points. So you've got your sponsoring points you can color in. You've got your, and it'll tell you when you get to level 1, level 2, and then level 3. So this is fun. I like it. I like it. I like it. Probably print it smaller though, so I can fit it into my, yes, I'm definitely gonna do that. I like to print my papers for my classic happy planner. I do my numbers tracker, my leadership numbers tracker, which every leader needs to be doing. If you're a leader above, you have access to this in our group Google Drive under leader tools. You need to be tracking your numbers every day. It's very important. Otherwise, you don't know where your team was at last month to see if you're making progress or not. So I can look at this on the 10th of last month, the 9th, I mean. Is today the 9th? Today's payday! I can look at the 9th of last month and I can see here's where we were at. Are we up over last month, or do we need to get our crap together and do something different? Okay, you can also see if you're up over last month, personally. But anyway, I like to print like these trackers that you color. I like to print them on cardstock and print them the size that'll fit in my little classic happy planner and punch holes in it. I've got a happy planner punch. So that's all I use my planner for now. I used to put all of my systems in here and I just don't anymore. I'm pretty much digital with everything. Even like my to-do list, I write them down like a general to-do list, but I really like to use the notes section in my phone with the little things you check off. And then I use Google Drive for every other system I have, because I can also access all of those systems. It's in a cloud. So I can also access all of that from my phone, from my Google Drive app. It's all there. So, and that's why I use it for y'all, because it's a super easy way for y'all to be able to access any kind of document, whether it's an image, a PDF, a spreadsheet, whatever it is. Yeah, you got to do what works for you. I mean, I used to be I'm still a paper and pen person. That's still my favorite thing, but eventually it just doesn't work anymore. The bigger your business gets, you cannot possibly keep track of everything on paper. Like, I mean, you could, but it would take a lot of time away. See, it gets more to where you have to figure out how to work smarter. But yeah, I love to have my incentive plans, my, like I said on this board up here, I have my August goals, I have my PRV goals, my new recruit goals, my club goals, and then you need to break that down into how many parties that looks like, how many conversations you're gonna have. Check off the conversations as you have them. You have to track these things. I have the people that I'm working with, like to help promote. And that's what you've got to look at your team. If you're a leader, you've got to look into your downline and your front line and see who you need to be working with to help them promote. And I've got my prospects up there. So like people I've talked to that have come to me from Instagram or Facebook, I've got their name written down. I've got where they came from. So Facebook or Instagram. I've got sent samples if I've sent them samples. And that way I can check back in with them, follow up. So I like to have all that right in front of me. So used to I had it in my planner, but that meant I had to flip through and find it. So now it's literally plastered on my wall. And then my incentive plan will be plastered on my wall too. So, but I am going to have this in my planner just to color every so often because it's fun. Right, exactly. And still, like I said, I do still track my numbers on paper. I do still write down my personal and business to-do lists and all that stuff because I just like to write it. Like if I write it down the way my brain works, I remember things a lot better. And it sinks in better if I write it down, which a lot of people are probably that way. Who's excited to earn this incentive? What trip are you trying to earn? For me, it is Cabo or the Western Caribbean cruise if the vaccination rules change by then. I would much rather go on the cruise just because we've been to Mexico. It's crazy though. When I joined Scentsy in 2014, my husband had never been out of the country except for a deployment. I had never been out of the country. He was still in the Army. I was a dental hygienist. We couldn't go anywhere anyway, regardless, because the Army, you can't do anything. And you definitely can't plan anything. So we didn't have passports. We have passports now because of Scentsy. We have been all over the country because of Scentsy and got to experience so many things that we never imagined we'd be able to experience. Like the Mediterranean cruise in 2018 was really cool because we got to go to Italy and France and Spain, places that we would never have gone like voluntarily. The places we've got to see is crazy. New York was also a place we got to see because they did leadership for directors and above in New York one year. And I was like 2 months pregnant, 3 months pregnant, something like that. And I got to make our gender reveal announcement in Times Square because of that, which was really cool. I never imagined I'd be able to go to Times Square. Like I used to watch the New Year's ball drop when I was little and thought, oh, that place seems so cool, but I'd never be able to go there. But we wanted to see that. We wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. I wanted to see the 9/11 Memorial Museum and just see where the Twin Towers were and all that. We got to see all that because of Scentsy. And so if New York is on your bucket list and you want to keep it domestic, go. Canada's beautiful. We've seen Canada because of Scentsy. We went there on an incentive trip. The amount of places we've been, it's crazy. Mexico, Marco Island, Disney World multiple times. Me and my husband had also never been to Disney World or Disneyland. We have now been to both because of Scentsy. And we have developed a love for traveling because of Scentsy. Okay, so you are choosing Cabo or a cruise if they lift the requirements. Hannah, I see you there, girl. Jennifer, you are choosing New York. Love it, love it, love it. And two, I mean, it helps also that not only are there different location choices, but they're all different dates. So that helps too, because I know like some people can get off a certain month, but they can't another, or they have baseball season going on one month or something that they can't get away from, like whatever it is. Cabo, yes. All right, well, I'm going to put this on YouTube. It's also going to be recorded on the team page. It'll be pinned to the top. Once I make my plan, my incentive plan, I will post a picture of it And then I want you all to comment with a selfie with yours and show us what your game plan is. So let's get it. We got 6 months to earn this. I want to see all of you on whatever incentive trip I'm on or one of the others. I love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday.